your kingdom here. Let the darkness fear. Show your mighty hand. Heal our streets.
Hey guys, welcome to day 24 of the Great Commission Challenge. Remember our formula, HP plus CP plus CC equals MI. That's high potency plus close proximity plus clear communication equals maximum impact. That's what we're wanting to do here with the Great Commission Challenge. We're wanting to make a maximum impact in our community, in our town, and ultimately all across the United States and around the world. Today and all this week, we've been talking about CC, or clear communication. Yesterday, we talked about the indirect method, and before that, we discussed the direct method. Today, I want to talk to you about the invitational method. The invitational method is exactly what it sounds like. It's inviting your friends to a church event, maybe even inviting them to a church service, maybe a small group, maybe inviting them to a Matthews party like we had talked about previously in the series. Inviting friends to church or to a church-related event not only encourages them to attend, it also raises spiritual topics of discussion. And since we know that people will often decline, why not plan for the possibility and be prepared to make the most of it? Graciously accept the decision where you don't need to beg, but then ask them to tell you, what's your spiritual heritage? Many people will be happy to share with you where they are in their life as far as spiritual things are concerned. Here's a few tips. 1, give them something in writing. If you are inviting somebody to come to church with you, it's perfectly fine to write it down, the church address, maybe directions, what time they should be there, your telephone number so that they can call you. Put it in writing. A lot of times our church puts together these little business cards, invitations, where you can invite your friend to church. But put something in their hands that will give them details about the event. It can be printed or it can just be handwritten, but it's important that they have a visual reminder. Another thing that you can do is offer to give them a ride or to meet up at the service or event. If they know that that you are going to be waiting on them, then they'll be less likely to change their mind at the last minute. Maybe suggest having a meal afterwards. That's another great way for you to connect with them and for them to know that you're planning on doing something with them afterwards. These extra touches will show friendship and provide good context for talking about what you've seen or heard in your life. And so, a couple of pointers that we should keep in mind. First is you need to pray. Remember, we started this series out talking about prayer. Prayer is so important and so vital in sharing the gospel message with people. 1, prepare your heart, but 2, to ask the Holy Spirit to prepare them to receive what you are going to share with them. And 2, talk with them individually. Mass invitations rarely work, and so it'd be fine to just go up to someone as an individual in private conversation and talk to them as a person individually. Another thing that you can do is just kind of pique curiosity. Simple starter questions are great ways to begin, and we'll talk more about them in the next lesson. Ask them what they are interested in. If you ask somebody what they're interested in, what their hobbies are, there's a good chance that they're going to turn and then ask you what yours are as well. So seize those split-second opportunities. These are, they just present them at a moment's notice, and you got to be ready. If you are always looking for a way to invite somebody to church or to a church-related event, you will certainly find them if you're looking. Don't underestimate their degree of interest. I know there's a lot of people that make the decision for their friends. They say, well, they're probably not interested, or they probably don't care about spiritual things. Hey, let them make that decision. You just be faithful with the Great Commission. Before I go, let me ask you this question. If someone asked you, how can I become a Christian? What would you tell them? Come back tomorrow and we're going to seek to answer this very important question. All right, guys, good to see you today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.
Build your kingdom.